Hey, my name is Phil with legitmarketingreviews.com, and in today's video we're going to be looking at a marketing strategy software called Marketplan. Now in this Marketplan.io review, I want to show you exactly what Marketplan does, how it actually works, and by the end of this video you should know if Marketplan is right for you. Now just to let you know, you can get started for free with Marketplan, and there is also a secret lifetime deal, so if you want to check those out, I've left some links in the description, so go ahead and have a look. So first of all, what is Marketplan? Well, like I mentioned earlier, it is a marketing strategy software, and what this allows you to do is actually create and mind map your entire marketing process for a particular campaign out on a digital platform. Now the great thing about this is you can actually invite your teams to collaborate with you inside of this platform, and you can also add tasks for each particular thing that needs to be created. Now the best thing about this, while a lot of other softwares on the internet allow you to actually create these, what Marketplan has done is allowed you to create estimates, and then when everything looks like it's going to work, you switch it to live, and it's actually going to track real life analytics through your funnel. Now the best part about this is you can also integrate webhooks to your payment processes, so you can actually track all of your sales as well with accurate data. So this tool is an absolute beast. So what I'm actually going to do is jump behind the screen right now and show you Marketplan. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start here on the Marketplan homepage. Basically what I want to do is go through the features inside of Marketplan in case I miss out on any when I actually show you the product review. And also I want to show you the different pricings as well as the secret lifetime deal. So if we go first of all to the map campaigns tab, you'll notice this is basically the planning sort of phase. We can go ahead and add all the components that you want to create inside of your funnel. Now as you can see inside of here, you can quickly drop in your traffic sources, you can put in your landing pages, opt-ins, you can connect everything together, and it's super easy to work through. So I'm going to show you that in a moment. But next we have the team collaborate. Now the good thing about this is each time you add in certain tasks to your marketing strategy, you can actually put in tasks for that particular thing. Let's say a landing page needed to be created, or you needed to get a copywriter. You could actually tag in these people into the tasks tab, and they're actually going to be put into a Kanban board. So it's a very, very cool thing to do. We also have run projects, which basically means once you've actually created your project and once everything's gone live, you can put in all the integrations to your payment processes so you can see exactly how much money is going through it. And then finally, we've got set it all to live. And what this means is it's going to actually use custom codes to track all of the visitors going to all the different parts of your funnel. So then you know exactly where things are going right, where things are going wrong, and what areas need improving. So that's basically the gist of how it works. I'm going to show you exactly how it works in a second. But just before we do that, I want to show you the pricing. And here are the current pricing plans, right? So as I mentioned earlier, you can get started for free on the solo plan. This will allow you to have one user, one plan, and it'll also give you all of the features like funnel forecasting, projections, mapping, planning, as well as the Kanban and task management inside of it. So it's a very good way to actually get in and see if this tool is right for you. Once you've decided, you can actually upgrade to the starter plan, which is going to allow you to have 3 users and 10 plans. And if you want to keep going even further, we've got the pro plan, which is going to allow you to actually start tracking your visitors with the 10,000 page views per month. And then finally, we have the agency, which is going to allow you to have 50,000 page views per month, as well as 15 users, and you can have unlimited plans and have a custom domain integration, right? So that's real cool. And once again, if you want to save some money, go on annual, and it's going to save you 13%, 14%, and 10%. So that's really cool. Now, if you do like the software, if this is something that you want to use and you want to track all of your marketing efforts, which I always highly recommend, there is this secret offer. Once again, the link for it is in the description, which is going to be the lifetime deal. So if I scroll right down to the bottom of this page, you'll notice that you can actually get the lifetime access plan, which is $495 a single payment. But what this is going to allow you to do is have unlimited plans, 500,000 monthly traffic tracking. So you can track up to 500,000 traffic visitors per month. Amazing. You can also white label it with your own custom domain. And you can get all of the other features that you'll have as well. And just to let you know, they are soon going to have a mobile app, which I always love having, as well as a CRM app. So things are going to really take off. I don't know how long this lifetime access deal is going to be around. So if you're thinking about it, highly recommend checking it out. So let's get stuck into it. This is Marketplan. Now this is my current dashboard, just to give you a bit of a tour of Marketplan first before we get into actually creating a plan. At the top here, we have projects. And this is where you can add all your different types of projects. Now, in my mind, if I was an agency, this is where I'd put all the different clients inside of it. And then once you've actually created a project, you can create new groups of plans inside of that one project. So that's perfect for if you did have clients, because you can still break up all the different marketing plans. The other way you could do it is if you had different brands for your own personal brand, you can put them all inside of here as well. But it's all very cool. Now, once you actually go into a project, you'll also notice there is plans, which are all the different marketing plans you create, as well as teams. So let's just say I wanted to invite maybe my copywriter or my funnel creator or something like that into it. All you need to do is click on add member, and you can type in their email address and then choose the permissions that they can get. Now, if you want to have normal, that's basically a view only, or if you want admin, that's when they can go and change it. And just to give you an idea of what the permissions are, if you click on the little cog here, you can see what admins and normal users can actually do, and you can change them and apply it globally. So it's all very customizable in that regard. Now on the left here, we also have a to-do list. It's not currently out, but when it does come out, it's basically going to have all of your different to-dos with all of your integrations to your different softwares out there. So you should be able to see exactly what you have to do in a day, as well as the calendars, dates, and all that sort of thing as well. So it's really cool. Now at the top, we've got you've got a search here for searching your plans. You've also got notifications for any notifications from your team. You've also got the announcements from Marketplan with all of their latest features. If you want to scroll back here, they keep adding in new things. It's really nice to see. So that's really cool. And then finally, you've got your accounts tab. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this is actually the lifetime plan membership. I got this a long time ago when they first launched. So one thing that you're allowed to do if you do get the lifetime plan is actually create your own white labeling, which is really cool because you can add in your own logo, you can change your colors, you can change your thumbs. And then when you actually send it out, you can have your own custom domain. So if you are sending it to clients, you can map your own domain with the funnels at the end of it. So it looks really professional and looks really legit when you're actually sending it out to a client. So what I'm going to do right now is start showing you how things work, and I'll start from scratch. So I start a new project. This can be the YouTube project, right? Go ahead, click on tick, and what it's going to do is create a new project. Now this can be my first group, so I'm just going to call this the drafts, right? And inside here, I'm going to create a new plan. And this plan is going to be maybe the, this is going to be the new lead magnet funnel, right? Let's just say it's the new lead magnet funnel. Now, inside of each project, you can actually change all the different things like the images, the currencies, the plan stats, and all this type of thing as well. I usually just leave everything to default, but just to let you know, you can actually adjust those. But once you actually start creating your new plan, it's going to come up with all of these different templates that you can use. Now, these guys are always adding in new templates. There is loads already inside of here, so I'm sure there's more than enough. But as I was mentioning earlier, this is a lead magnet funnel. Lucky for me, there's already one created. So either I could play the video, which is going to show me all about the lead magnet funnel, or I could just go ahead and click on use. So I'm going to do that and pull up this market plan. Now it's going to take just a few seconds to load. As you can see, now it's all ready to go. Now just a quick sort of walk through or tour of the actual editor itself. So let's say, for example, you wanted to add in some pages inside of here. If you click on pages, it's going to show you all the variations of different pages that they have available. You've got everything from landing page, opt-in, sales page, sales video, thank you confirmation, upsell, order page. So there's loads of different stuff inside of here. And all you need to actually do to add it into your sales campaign or your marketing campaign is just drag it in, right? So drag it in, drop it in, and there it is. Now, all you need to do after that is just connect it to whichever type of marketing platform that you're wanting to use. So let's just say, for example, I wanted to add that there, or you wanted to connect this and this goes to this one. You just drag it, drop it, and everything works. You can also make it a straight line if you wish, if it makes it look a little bit more tidy by using that middle button. So it's all really cool. And inside here, you can delete things as well if you wish, right? So delete that and it is gone. Next, I will show you the marketing apps, which is basically sort of like your traffic methods. So let's just say you're wanting to use some paid advertising to acquire some clients. What you can do is drop in an ad set there, click in view, and what it's going to allow you to do is choose the traffic source for ads. So let's just say I'm going to use YouTube. It's going to change it to red. Let's just say I'm going to be using a video ad like so. Drop that in there. You can actually click on the settings and drop in the media URL. So this could be your YouTube link. And let's just say it's got a projected budget of say $500. What you can then do is click on done, and then you can close it, or you can even rename it if you wish. So let's just call this the YouTube ad 1, and then go ahead and click on X. What that's actually going to do is have it there, and let's just say we're going to connect it like so, drag and drop, and there it is. Now this is still in the planning phase as well, so you notice we've got here 0 visitors. So what you can actually do is create some projected numbers. Let's just say I'm going to want to have 100 visitors inside of here, and the conversion rate is actually going to be in my PDF opt-in 40%. Then you can see down here, after they go to the confirmation page, 40 people out of the 100 are actually going to go into the automation tag, right? So that's just giving you an idea of what the actual opt-in and things like that are. And you can choose the different amount of visitors for each one. It's great for planning, and we'll go through more about that in a second. Next, we have actions, things like tags, conditions, custom actions, and wait. So if you're doing certain things for certain follow-ups, you can do that. You've also got more tools, which is custom media, notes, sticky, tasks, plans, and lines. I like to have stickies around as well, just because you can start writing some things in here for other people to see. So it's just be like, hey, can you adjust things to suit if they aren't as we discussed, right? And then you can put some more inside of there if you want. So you can leave it there and you can move it around. It's really cool to have. I should probably also show you on the email follow-up, because I know this is quite specific. If you click on it, you can actually have your entire email marketing strategy inside of here. And this is just, once again, the planning phase. If you were to edit, say, the copy, if the copywriter was in here, you can just click on edit and create a quick blog post of what the email would actually look like. You can drag and drop the content in here, for example, or drop some notes. So then the next person who's actually going to go through this already has all this information here. Now, some other things inside of here as well before we move forward too far. Let's just say that we wanted to add some tasks inside of here. At the bottom, you've got here under my face, you can see there's add. So let's just say find 10 good talking points for email follow-up, right? And then just click on add. Now this task is going to be added. Now if you click on this task itself, what it's going to do is have subtasks inside of it, right? So you could put all the different 10 points inside of here. You know, it could be talk about welcoming, you know, things like that. That's not spelled right, but you can add all of these things inside of here. Then you can assign members, right? Or you can assign members from this level as well. So each time you create a new module inside of your plan, what you can actually do is start tagging the people that you want to actually to actually create this entire thing. You can start tagging them all in here. So that's basically how it works. It's super easy to do. And if you ever get lost as well, there's always the tutorial on the bottom left. They're really good at adding in tutorials. And this is going to have the video that's going to show you how everything works. So it's real easy. Now, let's just say you wanted to add your tracking code to all of these different pages. Well, that's really easy to do inside of Marketplan. What you want to do is click on view on the pages that you want to use. And once it is loaded, you'll notice at the bottom, you have here the Marketplan page specific tracking code. So make sure you use the page specific tracking code for each individual page, not as just a global tracking pixel, because you want to make sure you get the exact right amount of data for each one. And they do use lossless tracking, so it isn't going to count bots or anything like that. It's going to make sure you get the right data, right? So that's all really cool. And what you'll notice here too is if you put in the URL, it's actually going to load the page. So let's just say I'm going to use my website. It's not a good example, but what you do is obviously type in your landing page that you want to use. So let's just say, I got this about, press view. What it's actually going to do is open up your page inside of here. Now they do have a very cool specific thing inside of here as well. You can actually put in your login information and your username and password into your editors, so you can actually edit your entire website or your landing pages, sales pages, anything like that inside of Marketplan. So you can go so in depth with Marketplan. It's such a massive tool, but it's so powerful, and you can log in here and start editing everything inside of it. It's absolutely incredible. But I'll keep moving forward as we're here. So once you put your tracking pixels in and you start going through, it's actually going to show you the actual conversion rates, if that makes sense. So once you've actually created your whole plan, right? So let's just say you've created it, you've asked your assistant to go through, make sure everything's right. You've taken it to a client. Does the client like it? Maybe they've got some notes. You can add in notes. You can add in stats, everything like that. If you did have items that you needed to do, we have got the Kanban here as well, right? You can put it in the to-do list, everything like that. We've also got a calendar view. So if it was time-based, you'd see all the different time projections and everything inside of here. So there is lots to do inside of the Teams tab. And then finally, you've got your projected sort of values inside of here, right? Because we're still, once again, in the planning phase. And then finally, once everything is live, once you're actually good to go, you can actually turn this entire thing on live, and it's going to reset all of the statistics on your page, and it's going to start tracking the live analytics. Now, there is actually a few extra things that pop up once you go live. So we have here the tracking code. Now, I did mention you should use the tracking on each page, but if you would prefer to use one tracking code for everything, you can use this if you wish. Basically, just copy it here, put it in the header of your website. I'm not too sure which one's exactly better or worse. I've just been doing it like that, but that's there if you wish. You've also got a date range to change your analytics that are shown. But what you will notice is this little settings cog. If you click on it, it's going to show you a few things. Now, it's got funnel flow or all organic traffic mode. I'm not too sure what that means, so I'm not going to tell you. But we have here lossless mode. Basically, what it means is it's going to filter out any bots, only give you accurate statistics. We also have block my IP. Now, you can turn this on if you wish. Basically, it means if you visit your pages, it's not going to get tracked as a visitor, which is good if you're having a live campaign there and you want to check your URLs. You've also got your live URL, your IP address there if you wish. And then we also have clear all stats from the past hour. Potentially, if you forgot to blacklist your IP, maybe you're updating a few pages, you can actually just clear the stats for an hour. So that's pretty cool. And in the canvas settings, you've also got things like grids. I know some people like seeing grids, making things all perfectly lined and things like that. And if you've got a giant map, you can turn on the mini map, which is this thing here, and you can actually just scroll around the page as well. So that's all really cool. So there is one more thing I actually want to show you in this review, this demonstration of Marketplan, and it's actually adding in integrations to your payment processor. Now, as this is a lead magnet funnel, it doesn't actually include any sales sort of things, but what I'm going to do is pretend I've created an online course, which I'm actually going to be creating soon. Go ahead and click on create. So we're going ahead and click on that once again and create a plan. Now there is a online course plan just here, so I'm just going to use that and load it up. And basically what I'm going to do is show you how to actually use your payment processor, right? So as you can see, we have loaded the online course sort of plan. Everything looks pretty good. And as you can see here, we've got a $ sort of variable. Now to get the $, if you're starting from scratch, just check on the little down arrow. You can see here, you can change it from visitors, leads, sales to leads and sales. So this one here is the leads and sales there. So what we want to do is once the plan's already finished, once everything's done and you're ready to actually launch your campaign, you want to click on live and you'll notice everything resets once again. And you want to click on the $, right? And once you click on the $, it's going to say click add new method to get started. And this is where you can actually have 3 different options to actually integrate to your payment processor. We have here the legacy, which is a basic transactional type of thing. If you only have one product, if it's only one price, you can add it inside of here and add a value amount to it, which is really easy. So let's just say we're going to do that. The product is going to be online course. Let's just say it's $497, something like that. What we can do is actually add the product and then click on done. And now each time someone comes through there, that's going to be triggered at $497. But let's just say that you wanted to actually use more than one product. Let's say you've got things like upsells, bumps, things like that. You want to use webhooks, right? So this is going to be the best, and it also integrates with a lot of payment processes as well. So you've got things like ClickFunnels, Digistore, Infusionsoft, PayPal, all that sort of stuff. And what it's going to do is it's not just a simple one-time product or price. It's going to have things like bump offers, upsell, downsells. What it's going to do instead is give you the exact data that is taken from these processes, and it's going to send them back and give you the live actual amount, right? So it is much more accurate, and it's really easy to do. Each of these are different to set up, but it's a very simple webhook method. There's loads of tutorials out there on the internet. Basically what you want to do is choose the one you want, add in the webhook URL, and then each time that it is triggered on the sales page end, it's going to send the information to Marketplan and give you the accurate data. And there is finally one last one, which is the universal sort of tracking or the universal integration. Basically what this is for is if you had, like, say a huge store, right? You had multiple different products and maybe you wanted to remove a few of the products, or you wanted to take off a certain amount for affiliates or something like that. You can use the universal section and you can start editing it. I haven't personally played with this too much, but this is going to be the same thing. Basically what you can do is you can add in variables, so you can either blacklist what products you want to go through, or you can also have different webhook things like that as well. So that's basically it. So once you're done, once everything's live, you should actually start seeing traffic flowing through here, right? Which is going to be amazing. You're going to see your actual live sales data and your live sales everything. Hopefully I haven't butchered it up too much. It is a massive plan and there is a lot to understand about Marketplan, but once you master this, you can visually see what people are doing throughout your marketing strategy, which is incredible. And if you do get stuck, there is always the Marketplan YouTube channel. They've got so many different tutorials to do with Marketplan, so if you ever wanted to figure something out, you've got this entire channel as well. So what I'm going to do is actually jump behind the camera one more time. I've got a few extra things I want to talk about. Okay, so that was Marketplan. Now, as you can see, it is a very powerful tool to have, especially if you have clients or you're like myself and you like to visually see how a campaign is actually going to run. This tool is priceless, especially because you can use projections to see the type of revenue you can actually create. And you can also turn it live to see how it's actually working, which is something no other software out there is currently doing. Now, this is a very big tool, but if you put in the time and effort and actually put your business on top inside of Marketplan, you'll be able to actually take control and see what's working, what isn't, modify what needs, and then you can also collaborate with your team inside of it. Once again, if you want to get Marketplan, you can get started for free, or you can use the lifetime deal, the special code, and everything is in the description. Make sure you check out those links. But apart from that, I hope you have enjoyed this Marketplan.io review. If you have, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe for more videos. That's it from me. I'll see you on the next video.